Okay, hey guys, welcome to the pub quiz tonight. Do let me know if you can't hear me. I'm hoping that this is all working. You've got the comments. Do let me know if you're playing along, where you're playing from. We've got quite a few rounds. We've got four question rounds and one picture round. So I do know that there are some VIPs that are playing, and if you are playing, maybe use Be My Eyes. Maybe get somebody else to help you with the picture round. That might be quite interesting. This is also a pub quiz, so make sure you got a drink. Everybody needs to have a drink. So I got the messages, so assuming everybody can hear me. Perfect. Okay, so might wait a few more minutes to see if anybody else joins us. We've got a few people, but if everyone got themselves a drink, let me know in the comments what you are drinking. It is a Monday night, but stuck indoors. Everyone gets a bit of a lie in because nobody has to travel too far for work, hopefully. So get yourselves a drink. Okay, so four question rounds. We have word questions on movies, music, space, and geography. Okay, and then there's picture round. Each round has 10 questions. We'll do two rounds and then we'll sort of do a countdown of scores so you can add those up and we'll play from there. Okay, so it looks like we might have everybody in that's playing. I'm getting a few messages through for people. People messaging me with kids saying they're loving the Lions. That's true. Very good point. Although, actually, is it Oti Mabusi from Strictly Come Dancing is doing dance lessons on for kids on Instagram? So just stick them in front of that. Okay, awesome. We've got people with ciders in hand, Belgian beers in hand. Absolutely amazing, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to get started. Make sure you grab a pen and paper. My rules are very simple. Don't cheat, have a drink, and have some fun. That's basically it. Okay. And also, you'll probably notice we've got this purple light now. We're stepping up our showmanship and our budget for this now. Okay, so we're going to start with movie round. Okay. Um, a second. Okay, so here we go. So, question one. You can't handle the truth is a famous line from which drama? You can't handle the truth is a famous line from which drama? Question two. Who directed the 2013 movie Man of Steel? Who directed the 2013 movie Man of Steel? Question three. What anniversary did Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs celebrate in 2020? Sorry, I'll start again. What anniversary did Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs celebrate in 2007? What anniversary did Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs celebrate in 2007? Question 4. In what year was Saving Private Ryan originally released? In what year was Saving Private Ryan originally released? Right, question 5. Where do monsters go in the 2013 animated film? So where do the monsters go in the 2013 animated film? So question 6. Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale play rival magicians in what film? So that's question 6. Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale play rival magicians in what film? So question 7. Who voices the character Lightning McQueen in Cars? So who voices the character Lightning McQueen in Cars? And question 8. Who played the younger version of Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black 3? Who played the younger version of Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black 3? Question 9. What is the dude's chosen sport in The Big Lebowski? What is the dude's chosen sport in The Big Lebowski? And question 10. Which country does the Babadook hail from in the 2014 movie of the same name? So which country does the Babadook hail from in the 2014 movie of the same name? Okay, that's all 10 questions. Going to give you time to let me know if you want to repeat any. Just send it on the chat or WhatsApp me for those that you know me that are playing. Um, so yeah, just let me know if you want me to repeat any of the questions. It's not too hard, that one, I don't think. So no repeats. Everybody seems okay with that one then. Okay. Let's go through some answers then for that first round. Oh no, we've got James wants a couple. Okay, so question 4 was in what year was Saving Private Ryan originally released? So question 4 was in what year was Saving Private Ryan originally released? And question 5 was where do monsters go in the 2013 animated film? So where do monsters go in the 2013 animated film? That's questions 4 and 5. I'm assuming that's everybody else is okay. Okay, let's run through some answers. Okay, so question one. Okay, you can't handle the truth is a famous line from which drama? And that is A Few Good Men. That's A Few Good Men. Question two. Who directed the 2013 movie Man of Steel? And the answer to that is Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder. Question three. What anniversary did Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs celebrate in 2007? That's what anniversary did Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs celebrate in 2007? The answer is the 70th anniversary. And question four. In what year was Saving Private Ryan originally released? And the answer is 1998. It's 1998. Question five. Where do monsters go in the 2013 animated film? And they go to university. Question six. Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale play rival magicians in what film? The answer is The Prestige. That's The Prestige. Question seven. Who voices the character Lightning McQueen in Cars? So who voices the character Lightning McQueen in Cars? And the answer is Owen Wilson. Question eight. Who played the younger version of Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black 3? That's who played the younger version of Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black 3? The answer is Josh Brolin. Question 9. What is the dude's chosen sport in The Big Lebowski? And that is, of course, bowling. And question 10. Which country does the Babadook hail from in the 2014 movie of the same name? The answer is Australia. Okay. Tot up your answers out of 10. Or tot up your score, should we say? Out of 10. Just keep that to one side. We'll move on to the next round and we'll do a countdown from there. So the next round is going to be music. Okay. Just loading up the questions. How did people do in that round? Good? Bad? Let me know. How's the Belgian beers going down, Barry? So I've got a few messages from people with with their scores already. Some have done better than others, shall we say? But what we do is we move on to the music round, and then we'll look at score out of 20 for the first half. Then we'll do a pitch round, and then we'll do a score out of 20 for the second half. Okay, so okay, we're going to move on. Okay. People aren't doing too well on that first round. Okay. Okay, so that's good to know that there's quite a few people that are in the same boat then, by the sounds of it. Okay, so music round. Okay, question one. Freak on a Leash, Here to Stay, Did My Time, and Twisted Transistor are singles by which band? Freak on a Leash, Here to Stay, Did My Time, and Twisted Transistor are singles by which band? Question two. What was the first single from Bruce Springsteen's Magic album in 2007? What was the first single from Bruce Springsteen's Magic album in 2007? Okay, question three. Released in 1971, Which rock band's first hit was Whiskey in the Jar? So released in 1971, which rock band's first hit was Whiskey in the Jar? I'll give some of you a hint, it's not Metallica. Question 4. Born in the Bronx, New York City, Joey Kramer is the drummer for which American rock band? So born in the Bronx, New York City, Joey Kramer is the drummer for which American rock band? So Martin there with a 2 out of 10 in the first round. Seems you're in good company, everybody. So question 5. Performed by Jimi Hendrix at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967, who originally recorded the song Wild Thing? So performed by Jimi Hendrix at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967, who originally recorded the song Wild Thing? So question 6. Known as the Killer, what instrument does Jerry Lee Lewis play? So that's known as the Killer. What instrument does Jerry Lee Lewis play? And question 7. Stronger, released in 2011, is the fifth studio album by which female pop star? Stronger, released in 2011, is the fifth studio album by which female pop star? Okay, question 8. Which classic rock band has. I'll start that again. Which classic rock band had hits with the songs Call Me, The Tide Is High, and Heart of Glass? Which classic rock band had hits with the songs Call Me, The Tide Is High, and The Heart of Glass? Heart of Glass. Question 9. Which artist became the youngest woman ever to be included on Forbes 100 Most Powerful Women list in 2015? Which artist became the youngest woman ever to be included on the Forbes 100 Most Powerful Women list in 2015? And the last question, question 10. Which blues rock band can which we'll start that again. It's the beer. Which blues rock band's commercial breakthrough came in 2010 with the album Brothers? Which blues rock band's commercial breakthrough came in 2010 with the album Brothers? Okay, let me know if you want any repeating. We'll go through those. People are finding this quiz hard. Oh no, some people are doing well with it as well. Some people are doing all right. If anybody wants me to repeat any, let me know and we'll go through the answers. Then we'll do a total out of 20 for the first 2 rounds. Okay, so do let me know if you want any repeating. Okay, we've got text coming in, say question 8. Let me find it again. Question 8 was which classic rock band had the hits with the songs Call Me, The Tide Is High, and Heart of Glass? Okay, I think we're all done there then. I'm buffering. Okay, so let's run through the answers of those 10 music questions. Okay, Freak on a Leash, Here to Stay, Did My Time, and Twisted Transistor are singles by which band? The answer is Korn. That's Korn, Korn. Okay, what was the first single from Bruce Springsteen's Magic album in 2007? That, of course, was Radio Nowhere. Okay, question 3. Released in 1971, which rock band's first hit was Whiskey in the Jar? So, released in 1971, which rock band's first hit was Whiskey in the Jar? And that is, of course, Thin Lizzy. Question 4. Born in the Bronx, New York City, Joey Kramer is the drummer for which American rock band? That is Aerosmith. Question 5. Performed by Jimi Hendrix at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967, who originally recorded the song Wild Thing? And the answer is The Wild Ones. I was told it was started buffering when I gave the answer to question 2. So question 2 was what was the first single from Bruce Springsteen's Magic album in 2007? Of course, the answer is Radio Nowhere. So if you missed that because it was buffering, the answer is Radio Nowhere. Question 6 was known as The Killer. What instrument does Jerry Lee Lewis play? And of course, the answer is piano. Had hits with songs Call Me, The Tide Is High, and Heart of Glass. And that is Blondie. And question 9. Which artist became the youngest woman ever to be included on the Forbes 100 Most Powerful Women list in 2015? And that is Taylor Swift. I'll also give you points if you put Tay Tay. And question 10. Which blues rock band's commercial breakthrough came in 2010 with the album's Brother? So which blues rock band's commercial breakthrough came in the 2010 with the album Brothers? And that was the Black Keys. Somebody said that I buffered on question 6. So known as the Killer, what instrument does Jerry Lee Lewis play? And that is the piano. Question 7. Stronger, released in 2011, is the 5th studio album by which female pop star? And that is Kelly Clarkson. Does seem to be a little bit of buffering here, but we'll try and get through it. Does anybody want any more answers? Tot up your scores. I think that's everybody. So question 6 was known as the Killer. What instrument does Jerry Lee Lewis play? The answer was piano. That was question 6, if you missed that because of the buffering. Okay, so that's all 10 questions. That's all 10 answers. Okay, let me know if you want any repeating quickly before we start totting them up. 20 out of 20, is that a stupid question? Okay, if you know what your score is, just pop it on the chat. Let me know. Chris, 3 out of 20. Mark Coleman, 4 out of 20. I mean, cheers for playing, guys. Let me see. Let me know what you've got out of 20. So we've got 11 out of 20 coming through on the WhatsApp from Harriet. Is that just you on your own, Harriet, or is that with you and Chris? James with 2 out of 20, and I think there's a rivalry there between James and Chris. So Chris is only 1 point ahead. Faye, 6 out of 20 there from Faye. So quite in the lead, Barry. It's all about taking part, pal. Okay, that's most of the scores in, I think. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to jump on to. So 4 out of 20 for Barry, that's ace. Okay, we're going to jump on to the. Mark's got a comment there to revise a bit of Bruce Springsteen. You know there's going to be one Bruce Springsteen question in each music round, Mark. Okay, so we're going to go through the picture round. Um, so, just buffering. Okay, so on the picture round, I'm going to put up some images on the screen. Okay, and these are of board games or games. There are sections, removed from it, or they're going to be like obscure angles or weird type photos. You'll probably see it once you once you see the first pictures, you'll get a hang of it. But of course, if I know we've got some VIPs that are playing, when you get beat my eyes out, see if you can get some, see if somebody else takes through the 10. It's also a really good time to go get a drink as well if you're playing in a top of your drinks. Okay, first image. Okay, so I'm sure we all know what that is. Okay, we're going to jump on to image number 2. It's image number 2. Okay, so that's number 2. We're going to jump on to number 3. These will sort of get a little bit progressively harder. So this is image number 3. And we're going to transfer to image number 4. So this is image number 4. I'm going to swap to image number 5. So of course this is number 5, and we're going to swap to number 6. Okay, so this is number 6, and we're going to swap over to image number 7. Okay, so this is currently number 7, and we're going to transfer to number 8. Okay, this is currently image number 8, and we're going to transfer over to image number 9. Okay, so it's currently image number 9, and we're going to transfer to image number 10, the last one. Okay, so that's currently image number, oh, sorry, image number 10. That's currently image number 10. So if you want to see any more of those again, please let me know. I'll throw them back up again, and we'll run through those at the end. So we've got 2 more rounds left to go. What I might do is I was quickly adding in some multiple choice options, maybe. Might make this a little bit easier for peeps. How's everyone doing? There's a lot of delay now between me and you guys. So yeah, do let me know if you want to see any more of those pictures. We'll do a quick couple now, show you, and then we'll jump on to the third round. I'm drinking Harrogate Brewery beer. Pretty much all quizzes are sponsored by Harrogate Brewery. Okay. Nobody wants any others? No repeats? Brill. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at next round. Okay, like I said, I'm going to add multiple questions into this one. We had a lot of low scores in the first couple of rounds, so I'm going to add in multiple choice onto the space round. So space round, I'm going to add in multiple choice answers. Okay. So, are we all ready? Have we all sufficiently got enough drink as well? This is a pub quiz at the end of the day. Make sure you've got drink. Okay, here we go. Okay, space round. Okay, question one. Which of the following shapes typically describes a galaxy? Is it spherical, oval, spiral, or conical? So, which of the following shapes typically describes a galaxy? Is it spherical, oval, spiral, or conical? Question two. A collapsed star that spins rapidly, firing out radiation from its ends, is known as a supernova, a shooting star, a white dwarf, or a neutron star. So, a collapsed star that spins rapidly, firing out radiation from its ends, is known as a supernova, a shooting star, a white dwarf, or a neutron star. Question three. Which one of the following planets has the most moons? Is it Venus, Neptune, Jupiter, or Earth? That's which of the following planets has the most moons? Venus, Neptune, Jupiter, or Earth? I've got a friend asking for a cigarette break. We'll take a well, we can take a bit of a break after this round if you want to, or we'll wait till after round four. We'll take a break there, and then I'll do the picture round answers. I'm sure you'll last, Danby. Question four. The first artificial satellite was launched by the Russians in 1957. It was called Vanguard, Explorer, Pioneer, or Sputnik. The first artificial satellite was launched by the Russians in 1957. It was called Vanguard, Explorer, Pioneer, or Sputnik. All right, question five. In what year did man first land on the surface of the moon? In what year did man first land on the surface of the moon? Was it 1969, 1971, 1967, or 1965? So that's question five. In what year did man first land on the surface of the moon? Was it 1969, 1971, 1967, or 1965? Okay, question six. The first man in space was Neil Armstrong, Yuri Gagarin, Spock, or Buzz Aldrin? So the first man in space was Neil Armstrong, Yuri Gagarin, Spock, or Buzz Aldrin. Question 7. Einstein's famous equation is E equals mc squared. But what do m and c stand for? Is it momentum and speed of light, momentum and speed of sound, mass and speed of sound, or mass and speed of light? So that's Einstein's famous equation is E equals mc squared. But what do m and c stand for? Is it momentum and speed of light, momentum and speed of sound, mass and speed of sound, or mass and speed of light? Okay, question 8. Current evidence suggests that most of the mass of the universe is in the form of, is it cosmic rays, nuclear radiation, black holes, or dark matter? So current evidence suggests that most of the mass of the universe is in the form of cosmic rays, nuclear radiation, black holes, or dark matter. Question 9. The North Star is also known as Ursa Major, the Plough, Polaris, or Cassiopeia. The North Star is also known as Ursa Major, the Plough, Polaris, or Cassiopeia. And question 10. Who was the first person credited with using the telescope to look into space? That's who was the first person credited with the telescope for looking. Who was the first person credited with using the telescope to look into space? Was it Newton, Galileo, Copernicus, or Hubble? So that's who was the first person credited with using the telescope to look into space? Was it Newton, Galileo, Copernicus, or Hubble? So that is all 10 questions with multiple choice. I'm expecting the scores to be a little bit higher. All right, okay. Let me know if you want any repeating. Danby, if you want to run out for a cigarette, go now. I'll probably have started the next round, but Katie could take over. Yeah, guys, how are we doing? Thank you for joining as well. I enjoy putting these quizzes together, so I know I know it's been tough. How's everyone's quarantine hair looking as well? Mine is unbelievably thick, luscious ginger hair. Nobody wants any repeats? Now everybody good with the repeats? Okay, no repeats. Okay, cool. So let's move on. Feels like adding in the multiple choices probably helped. Okay, so last round is geography round. I am drinking a pale ale from Harrogate Brewery, which my friend owns. Um, they basically did a huge batch of brews, and then um, they, of course, Corona hit, all the pubs closed, nobody wanted to buy it. So we basically, he's got tons of alcohol he's just giving away. So we basically get like beer delivered to the front door, like milkmen. You know, we get basically just growlers full of beer. It's decent. It's making it all bearable. Okay, right. We'll stick with the multiple choice for the last round and see if we can get some of those scores up a bit even more. and then we'll go through the scores for the past 20, see how well you've done, and then we'll go through the answers for the picture round, and then we are done. Okay, so question one for the geography round. Okay, so which of these US states does not border Canada? Which of these US states does not border Canada? Is it Maine, Indiana, Alaska, or Minnesota? So that's Maine, Indiana, Alaska, and Minnesota. Question two. Where is Petra located? Is it China, Japan, Jordan, or Syria? Where is Petra located? China, Japan, Jordan, or Syria? Okay, question three. The Taj Mahal finished construction in what year? The Taj Mahal finished construction in what year? Was it 1453, 1553, 1653, or 1753? Okay, question four. The Grand Palace, constructed in 1782 by King Rama I, is located in which city? So that's the Grand Palace, constructed in 1782 by King Rama I, is located in which city? Is it Delhi, Bangkok, Beijing, or Hanoi? Okay, question five. Dhaka is the capital of. That's Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, or Tunisia. Okay, question six. Which European country shares its border with the most neighbours? Which European country shares its border with the most neighbours? Is it the Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, or Germany? So is it the Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, or Germany? So question seven. What is Europe's largest port? So what is Europe's largest port? Is it the Port of Barcelona, Port of Antwerp, Port of Rotterdam, or Port of Marseille? Question eight. Which republic? Oh, I lost it. Which republic lies partly in Europe and partly in Asia? Which republic lies partly in Europe and partly in Asia? Is it Turkey, Ukraine, Georgia, or Armenia? So that was question eight, and this is question nine. What is the highest active volcano in Europe? So, what is the highest active volcano in Europe? Is it Mount Vesuvius? Oh, this is I can't pronounce this one. Is it Mount Vesuvius, Mount Eyjafjallajökull, which is the one in Iceland that caused all the destruction a fair few years ago, Mount Katla, or Mount Etna? So, which is the highest active volcano in Europe? Mount Vesuvius, Mount Eyjafjallajökull, Mount Katla, or Mount Etna? I will give out a bonus point if anybody can spell that mountain in the comments. You know, that volcano in Iceland, if you could spell it in the comments, I'll give you an extra, you can have an extra point. And question 10, which country is nicknamed the cockpit of Europe because of the number of battles fought on its soil? That is, which country is nicknamed the cockpit of Europe because of the number of battles fought on its soil? Is it the Netherlands, France, Belgium, or Germany? And that is all 10 of the questions. Anybody want any repeats? Okay, anybody want any repeats? Oh, somebody's had a go at spelling the mountain. Uh, and he's got it right. Extra point there for Chris. Okay, any repeats? Are we all okay with that? I'm not repeating the name of the Icelandic volcano. It is so hard to pronounce. Okay, let's go through the answers then. Okay. I can't remember. Did we do the answers for space round? Don't think we did. Did we just jump straightly onto the? You know, I've forgotten already. That's what pub quizzes are like, aren't they? Just this is. Did we do the answers? Let me know if we did the answers to the space round. I can't remember if we did. Thought as much. Thought we need answers. Okay, so let's go through the space answers. Let's go through the geography answers, and then we'll do a total out of 20, and then we'll look at the picture round. So it's answers galore now, guys, and then we are done. Okay, at least it's killed just over an hour. It's been ace. Thank you. Okay, so question one of the space round was which of the following shapes typically describes a galaxy? The answers are spherical, oval, spiral, or conical. And that, of course, is spiral. That's the typical shape that describes galaxies. Question two. A collapsed star that spins rapidly, firing out radiation from its ends, is known as? Is a neutron star. Okay, question three was which of the following planets has the most moons? It was Venus, Neptune, Jupiter, or Earth, and of course, Jupiter. Question four. The first artificial satellite was launched by the Russians in 1957. This was called Sputnik. And question five. In what year did man first land on the surface of the moon? Was it 1969, 71, 67, or 65? It was, of course, 69. The first man in space. Was it Neil Armstrong, Yuri Gagarin, Spock, or Buzz Aldrin? This is question six, and the answer is Yuri Gagarin. Question seven. Einstein's famous equation is E equals mc squared, but what do m and c stand for? The answer is mass and speed of light. Question eight. Current evidence suggests that the most of the mass of the universe is in the form of, and the answer is dark matter. Question 9. The North Star is also known as, and the answers or the options were Ursa Major, the Plough, Polaris, and Cassiopeia. And the answer is Polaris. Polaris. Question 10. Who was the first person credited with using the telescope to look into space? Was it Newton, Galileo, Copernicus, or Hubble? And Hubble was a red herring. It was Galileo. Okay. If you missed any of those answers, let me know, and I'll go back and I'll go through those. But we'll jump on to do the answers for the geography round. Oh, I've gone all blurry. There we go. Well done. Geography round answers, and then we'll do out of 20 for that part. Oh well, you could do a top up if you want out of 40, and we'll see. Let's do a top up. We'll do these. Let's do a top up out of 40, and then we'll add the points. I think it might be interesting for the picture round. All right. Question 1 for geography. Which of these US states does not border Canada? Maine, Indiana, Alaska, Minnesota? And the answer is Indiana. And question 2. Where is Petra located? It's China, Japan, Jordan, or Syria? And the answer is Jordan. The Taj Mahal finished construction in what year? Was it 1453, 1553, 1653, or 1753? The answer was 1653. So, question 4. The Grand Palace, constructed in 1782 by King Rama I, is located in which city? And the answer is Bangkok. And question 5. Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh. Question 6. Which European country shares its border with the most neighbours? Is it the Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, or Germany? And the answer is Germany. Question 7. What is Europe's largest port? Is it the Port of Barcelona, Port of Antwerp, Port of Rotterdam, or Port of Marseille? And the answer is the Port of Rotterdam. Question 8. Which republic lies partly in Europe and partly in Asia? Now, which republic lies partly in Europe and partly in Asia? That is, of course, Turkey. What is the highest active volcano in Europe? It is Mount Etna. I'm not going to go give you all all the options again. That's just too long-winded. And so the answer was Mount Etna. And question 10, which country is nicknamed the cockpit of Europe because of the number of battles fought in its soil? Is it the Netherlands, France, Belgium, or Germany? And the answer is Belgium. Okay, so that's all 10. All right, let's see some results out of the 40 questions you've done so far that you've got answers for. Let me see some results coming in. I keep going blurry. Give me 2 seconds. Let me sort out my cam. So yeah, tot up your scores. Let me know how you've done, and then we'll jump on to the board games and games, and we'll go through the answers of those. Okay, so we've got some more better scores in. Chris Morgan 19 now out of 40. Mark Coleman 19. Good, better, high results here. Uh, Harriet and Chris there with 27. They did really well on the initial movie round as well. James 16. Yeah, you need a few more. That you need some good round of this picture round to be able to beat Chris, then, pal. It's taking part that counts, pal. All right, Jenny, how have we done? Jenny's got 18. Barry with 16 as well. Okay. All right, let's go through this picture round. This could be the difference between this rivalry between James and Chris. Martin, not many out of 40. Okay, Martin, it's taking part. As long as you've got a beer, you can justify drinking beers on a Monday night. It's a pub quiz. Okay, let's do the picture round. Okay, picture one is, of course, Monopoly. Okay, that is Monopoly. Do, buffering a bit, so bear with me. Picture two was, of course, Cluedo. Picture three is Trivial Pursuit. That's Trivial Pursuit for picture three. Picture four is Game of Life. That's Game of Life. Picture five is Battleships. Battleships. Picture six is, of course, Scrabble. Picture six is Scrabble. Picture seven is Hungry Hungry Hippos. Picture eight is Mousetrap. That's Mousetrap for picture eight. Picture nine is Mastermind. That's Mastermind. And picture 10 is Ludo. That's Ludo. Okay. Let me know how you've done with that. Let's see some scores coming in there out of 50. I want to see people just get 10 out of 10 for those. That'd be ace. All right. Let's see some scores coming in a second. Here we go. Oh, some people want answers repeating. Did everybody get the answers, or does anybody want some more answers repeating? So, answers for Chris was 2 and 5. 2 was Cluedo. No, not that one. That's Ludo. Bear with me. So number 2 was that one. Well, that one's Cluedo. And then number 5, which is that one, was Battleships. So we've jumped up 28 in the pitch around there. That's a bit. That's all 10 for Jenny on the pitch around. James got up to 25. Chris 24. Oh man, James's picture, the last. That was good fun there. Uh, yeah, Faye with 19. Is that 19 from previously, or did we 19? I mean 19 in total. So we got people getting 16 out of 50. What have we got? Does everybody else need to repeat them? So I'm still waiting on some scores to come in. Like, okay. Chris getting pipped. Which ones did he not get, Chris? Well done to Joanna guessing 3 of them. So Barry got 19 in total. I'm expecting to see like a 29 from Faye. So Faye got 27. 27 out of 50 there for Faye. It's a good result. And what did we get for Chris? So Chris Morgan, Ludo there on the tip of my tongue. That's unlucky, pal. And Chris and Harriet there. We've got 37 out of 50. So that's been the big win there. Martin and Martin, do you know what you got? Because I can tell you what Danby got. 16.5 out of 50. I don't know where he's got the point 0.5 from. 16.5. Don't know. Did we hand out point 0.5 of score? Actually, interesting there. Chris Morgan, did you include your point for spelling the mountain in Iceland correctly? So we get some, yeah, 28 to Jenny. Martin, 17. Is that because you heard what Danby's score was? Okay, everybody, thank you so much for playing. Probably going to do this again at some point. I'm going to do it definitely every Monday. So, and I'll take it on board that multiple choice was a little bit better than no answers. So there we go. Chris has got the comment there. 25 25. So joint with James. I just think it's only fair. It's a nice way to end that. So awesome, guys. Thanks for joining. I hope it's entertained you for a little bit on a Monday. I know that things could be a little bit boring and dull at the moment. So, yeah, stay safe, stay indoors. Yeah, join me next Monday. We'll do the same again. I might do one during the week. We'll see. But yeah, just you can always just like the page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll be notified when I go live. But also, if you give it on my Instagram and Facebook and all that kind of stuff as well. But yeah, no problem. Cheers playing, guys. Thank you so much. I have as much fun doing this. It means I get to drink as well. Excuses on a Monday night. All right. Take care. Stay safe. Goodbye.